War. War never changes. The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower. But war never changes. In the 21st century, war was still waged over the resources that could be acquired. Only this time, the spoils of war were also its weapons: petroleum and uranium. For these resources, China would invade Alaska, the US would annex Canada, and the European Commonwealth would dissolve into quarreling, bickering nation-states bent on controlling the last remaining resources on Earth. In 2077, the storm of World War had come again. In 2 brief hours, most of the planet was reduced to cinders. And from the ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to arise. A few were able to reach the relative safety of the large underground vaults. Your family was part of that group that entered Vault 13. Imprisoned safely behind the large vault door, under a mountain of stone, a generation has lived without knowledge of the outside world. Life in the vault is about to change.
You're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe, okay?
Hello and welcome to Fallout 1. This is a lore playthrough. Basically, I play the game for the reason of lore and nothing else, essentially. I actually discussed this with a couple of buddies, and apparently there isn't enough people that know about the first couple of Fallout games. There's lots of fans to the new Fallouts, especially Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Well, those are the new Fallouts. And there isn't many that went back and played Fallout 1 and 2 simply because of their graphics. Now, they're quite aged, but they're aged quite well considering that this is a 16-year-old game. 16! It was released in 1997, so check the CGI and tell me if it's not good. Now, we control the Vault Dweller. We are a Vault Dweller of Vault 13. The fact about is that the water chip of Vault 13 has been broken. And even though Vault 13 wasn't scheduled to be opened yet, they sent you on a mad quest to retrieve another water chip from another vault. Luckily enough, there is one in the vicinity, Vault 15, although we have no clue on what is going on there. So, first and foremost, let's see what happens here. I've created a character. I've skipped the entire character creation process, but you can check the stats here. I basically focus mostly on intelligence, agility, some luck, because luck is awesome, and speech, science, and small guns, as I call them, the three holy asses of Fallout. They're just too useful. So, without further ado, let's get started here. We're in a cave, and we want to reach the outside world. The cave is filled up with rats, and sadly, this is the only thing that blocks us out. Or rather, not really sadly, it's not that much of a big deal, but you know, sometimes you just want to keep yourself safely. Now, since I am good with small guns, I've armed myself with a pistol here, a 10mm pistol, and we're gonna start moving. Now, there are some silly frame rate issues with this game, sadly. I cannot help those. This is an old game, and such is life. Alright, so we killed our first rat. I'll try to skip most of these rats because each of them only gives me 25 experience points, as you may notice. And truth be told, it's not worth the combat. Alright, so we finally reached the exit to Vault 13, or rather the cave system that covers up Vault 13. And we can see light for the first time in the game. We're going to step outside and see our map. Now, let's set ourselves. Where are we exactly? Vault 13 is located somehow midway between San Francisco and Las Vegas, so that's generally the location we're at. It's not really correct, it's a bit more to the north of those two cities if we line them up together, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. Our goal is Vault 15 and we're going to go there. Now you can see here on the top corner the date, the hour, and we have 150 days to recover the water chip for Vault 13. If we don't do that, we lose. It's as simple as that. Now, we've come across another town here between Vault 13 and Vault 15. We don't know it yet. All we know is it is night time right now, I believe. I'm not sure. It's not nighttime actually. Is it? I don't even know. Problem is that my frame rate counter is up there and it covers up the time. And it was daylight, luckily enough. This is Shady Sands, as the person here at the gate says. Let's talk to him. Good day, I'm called Seth. How can I help you? I'd like some information. Information? What do you want to know about? I want to know about this place. Shady Sands is a peaceful community. We have our own irrigation system, so we can grow our own food. If we were not plagued with raiders and rat scorpions, we would have no problem. I want to know about rat scorpions. Those damn rat scorpions have been after our Brahmins since we moved here. Not a week goes by that someone doesn't get poisoned trying to keep them out of the pens. Last week they took my brother Jarvis. Raslo, our doctor, is looking for an antidote as quickly as he can. Hey, if you have the means to help us, why don't you talk to our leader Aradesh? Sure. I'll go there. Nothing else then, thanks. Alright, so Shady Sands is a very peaceful community. We don't know its origins quite yet, but I can reveal as much as what is going on here. Shady Sands is the future capital of the NCR, the New California Republic. So this little village, from its humble beginnings, is what will become later known as the biggest and largest city in the known universe of Fallout. Now here we encounter someone helpful. His name is Ian. Hello, stranger. You look like you're new here. What's your name? I'm Lauron. Good to meet you. I'm Ian. What do you do here? I was a guard for the merchants of the hub. However, I was shot during a raid by bandits. I've been staying here since the people have helped me recover. Still, my knowledge of the outside world and my experience make me useful here. Shady Sands is my home now. Occasionally, I even get to visit Jangtown, or the hub, to do some trading, since I'm the only person here who has ever really left town. Let me see now. You can actually recruit this guy. This lad here is recruitable. I'm sorry to hear about your injury. Thanks. It's been healing up well, thanks to Razlo. What can I help you with? Can you give me directions to the hub in Jangtown? The hub is a big trading center far south of Shady Sands. It's run by several different caravan groups of merchants: the Water Merchants, the Crimson Caravan, and the Fargo Traders. Jangtown is a little south and a ways west. It's smaller, but it's still a good place to drop in for a drink. It's overseen by a fellow by the name of Killian Darkwater, the local shopkeeper, sheriff, and mayor. Thanks. So, Lauron, what can I do for you? Could you help me out a bit? Your experience would be useful. Tempting offer, since this place gets boring. Tell you what, standard rates, 100 caps, and you've got a deal. How about a piece of the action instead? I don't think so. Come back when you have some caps. Alright. So how many caps do I have is the question. I have none caps because, you know, I'm a Vault Dweller and we didn't know yet what the coinage system is in the wasteland. Sadly, we have to deal with that right now. Although I was sure that I could have charmed him if I had enough charisma, but, you know, apparently I'm ugly. So let's go talk to Aradesh here. He's this fellow.
Greetings. Your business in Shady Sands might be...
I'm from a vault to the west. My people are dying of thirst, and I need to find water purifier chip for them to survive.
Wanderer, I shall believe you, for now. You may enter Shady Sands, but be warned, your every move will be watched.
I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
What's going on around here?
Oh my, yes. Great packs of rad scorpions are killing our herds. We don't know where they're from, and no matter how many we kill, there's always more.
Go on.
And now the monsters are attacking my people. Razlo is trying to find a cure for their poison, but I'm not sure how it goes.
I can help you for a price.
As Dharma said, those who tend their own flock know the shepherd.
I know it's hard for you to trust, but I would like to help.
Yes. Please, talk to Razlo. He possesses far more information on these creatures than I.
Alright. So let's go talk to Razlo, who is the medic in this town, the doctor if you want. And he is researching a way to cure the rat scorpion poison. He's this guy. Can I help you? What do you know about the rat scorpions? Not too much. They seem to be extremely large versions of the North American emperor scorpion. Contrary to my medical knowledge, their poison has grown more potent, not diluted as I would expect. Seth has been hunting them, which helps some of my test. And how such a large creature can even be possible by natural evolution or even radiation-induced mutation is beyond me. You seem well educated. What are you doing here? Doc Morbid in Jangtown taught me some, and just because we live in stone huts does not mean we are less intelligent or educated. Have a nice day. Hey, I didn't mean it as an insult, you know. I was a fellow helper. Let me try to barter with you. I think he has some caps. Yes, he does. So let's try to trade some goods with him. See what we can sell him. We can sell him that for 40 gold. You can actually type the amount, so that's an easy way to trade. Keep in mind that we'll still need about 60 in order to recruit Ian. And we really want to do that, you know, because he's a good man. Alright, so I finally reached my goal of 100 bottle caps. Now I can hire Ian. Now how I did this is basically barter with people around, like I did with the doctor. I sold 2 flares to Ian for a total of 60 gold caps. I lost 10 gold caps in the bottle caps, not gold caps, sorry. I lost 10 bottle caps in the process, but you know, I think that Ian will be worth it. So let's deal with him. Let's go. It'll be good to get back into action. Fantastic. So now Ian is a follower. Now the game is a bit flawed in the follower system. You cannot really trade with them like you just give them their loot and they give you theirs. You have to trade them like any other person. They're followers, but not exactly followers, not entirely followers. So we're gonna talk to Seth now. Seth, sorry. Take me to the Rat Scorpion caves. He has the ability to take me there. And we're gonna be taken immediately to a Rat Scorpion cave. Rat Scorpion infested cave. And for helping Shady Sands, we have to clear it out. For that, we'll use our faithful gun. So here we have our first Rat Scorpion. Now, they're not as strong as the Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas counterparts. They're quite weaker. However, if they get close, they can still be a danger to us. So let's try to attack them from a certain distance. We have our gun, and let's shoot them. We have 51% chance to hit them. Luckily enough, we get a hit. Now, before I do anything else, I would like to mention the combat system. As long as we are not the ones starting the combat, we will be getting 2 turns, not only 1. Luckily enough, Ian knows how to deal with these guys. Now, because I'm small-framed and I don't have lots of strength, we won't be able to take many of these. But 1 is enough for Raslo to investigate their poison and find a cure, an antidote. And there we go. We finally cleared up the caves of all the Rat Scorpions and we got 500 experience for it. Before I killed the last one, however, I got a level, so there is that. Also, it's worth noting that there are some bullets here. There are 10 millimeters jacket hollow points. They are well-known bullets in real life for expanding once they hit the target, but I am not really an expert when it comes to them, so you shouldn't ask me. Now let's check up the leveling system, shall we? Essentially what we get with levels is skill points. You get 2 skill points times your intelligence. Since I have 9 intelligence out of 10 maximum, I get up to 18 skill points. We're going to level up a bit of small guns as well as a bit of speech, because those come always in handy. How about something like this? It's also worth noting that every here and then, depending on your traits, you might get perks. Perks give you distinctive combat or so advantages. So it is worth noting that they are very, very precious when leveling up. You can actually see here there are the remains of a Brahmin, a 2-headed mutated cow. With this done, we can now return to Shady Sands. However, since it's a peaceful community, we're going to keep our gun sheltered. Before we go to the town leader, we're going to speak to Raslo quickly enough to tell him that we found a sample of Rat Scorpion. Let me see that sack. The sack. Yes, I can do something with this. With this, I don't even know. Here, take this as a free sample. It seems to work well against Rat Scorpion's stings, of course, but it shows much potential as a general anti-venom and poison cure. There we go. So after a couple of hours, he finds out an antidote of kinds, and this is it. A bottle containing a homebrewed antidote for poison, a milky liquid with floating pieces of Rat Scorpion flesh. It's worth noting that Rat Scorpions are tricky animals. If they hit you, they can poison you, but not only that, they also increase your radiation meter, so keep that in mind. I wasn't hit a single time during that combat, so I was lucky enough to use guns with Ian at my side. Let's speak to Ardash now.
Ah, things are much more settled now. Raslo has been working on a cure for the Rat Scorpion poison, and with that, we should be able to fight what's left of them.
You don't need to worry anymore, I destroyed the nest.
You are truly a hero. Know that the people of Shady Sands are most grateful.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
Now, one thing they didn't tell us, however, is that they, the people of Shady Sands, are in fact the old inhabitants and dwellers of Vault 15. So they were the ones that lived in that vault, so they know if there is a water chip there or not. Or maybe they don't. Some years have passed since they left that vault. At any rate, what they did is leave the vault and settled this town with the use of the GEC, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. That way they were able to irrigate the land, have drinkable water, and be able to thrive, essentially. That is the most valuable tool of any vault, and it is the tool that vault dwellers used in order to create a town. And with that, we're going to stop for this episode. Next time we're going to discover what Vault 15 really is and what happened there. We're also going to find out what happens to Shady Sands next. Until then, be well. Bye!
This was the Lauron Gaming Show. Thanks for watching.